Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Something important needs to be said once again about the QAnon Psyop, which is here to divert the truth community from the truth. QAnon, if you're not familiar, became a thing on YouTube in 2017 at the beginning of the Trump administration. And its role from that point forward has been to dupe truth seekers into thinking that Donald Trump is this man fighting the New World Order and trying to bring dignity back to America. This is an absolute joke. Donald Trump is the same chump who said he can grab a woman by the pussy. You shouldn't need to know anything more about him other than he did that commercial in 2009 for Serta mattresses talking to digital sheep on pillars, and the sheep happened to have numbers on their side, 11 and 9. And what day was Donald Trump announced president-elect? 11/9/2016, in the early hours, one day after the rigged selection, the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. And in Gematria, Berlin Wall equals 45, just like how if you add 1 through 9 together, it equals 45. And that commercial was from '09, and Trump's last words in the commercial are "looking good, number 9, looking good." And then the last sheep says, "Where's your dignity?" at the end, which is a good question for QAnon supporters. But anyway, QAnon is a total psyop. It diverts people from the truth. There is no one in our government that is the savior. They are all puppets on strings. They are all owned and controlled. They're two sides of the same coin. And Trump, his whole life, was a Democrat only to become a Republican during the time of Obama. All part of the theatrics. Anyhow, Q, during this coronavirus outbreak / pandemic, this contrived ordeal, which is the latest 9/11, again, inconveniencing people's lives, spreading fear, tanking the economy, stopping travel. This is all agenda, but QAnon's coming in and telling its followers, this is all part of the plan. Just sit back and trust the plan. What's really going on is a smoke screen's being set up so that elite pedophiles can be arrested. And sadly, people are thinking that makes sense. You know, that they would tank the economy, put millions out of work, put millions in a really bad spot to arrest a handful of elite pedophile celebrities. But this is what Q is. It preaches stupidity. It makes people think in idiotic ways, and it needs to be fully exposed. Again, I'll remind people, nothing goes viral in this truth community that is sincere, that is legitimate. It gets shadow banned. It gets flushed down the memory hole. Q, not only did it go viral right away, it got mainstream media attention. It got a Wikipedia page. These things don't happen if you're legit. So anyway, notice the gematria of QAnon, 74 and 201. Those are the numbers from the major predictive programming event 201, October 18th, 2019, the day leaving 74 days left in the year. Again, at event 201, the World Economic Forum, along with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Johns Hopkins University, simulated a coronavirus outbreak that lasts 18 months and kills 65 million people. We've done a lot of work on event 201. If you want to know where that number comes from, look up the man who coined the term corona, the astronomer Jose Joaquin de Ferrer, a Spanish astronomer. His name equals 201. He coined the term in New York in 1806, which was the same location where event 201 took place, New York. And he was Spanish. At event 201, they compare the coronavirus outbreak simulation to the Spanish flu. Of course, corona is a Spanish word. Also, look into the Pope. A lot of these rituals are connected to Pope Francis, who was born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, another 201. And one of the main sponsors of Event 201 was Bill Gates, born William Henry Gates, another 201. And a man who has perfect gematria overlap with Jose Joaquin de Ferrer. And by the way, Q pretty much came and stole my work on gematria and turned it into a stupid mess, which is another reason that I resent Q. For anyone who doesn't know, I've been doing this since 2013, putting out the best content in the world, decoding the way the Cabal operates every single day, calling their shenanigans before they happen. By the way, Tom Hanks He didn't put out that losing to his wife in gin rummy by 201 points Instagram post by accident with the Corona typewriter. Again, it's all a joke. Corona, gin rummy, both 96 like Freemason. It's also not an accident that Tom Hanks is in the film Inferno, which came out October 28th, 2016, the day of Bill Gates' 61st birthday. If you haven't seen Inferno, it's about a billionaire who wants to depopulate the world with a virus. This film, Inferno, is 2 hours and 1 minute long, 201 if you load it in the Blu-ray or DVD player. It's also 121 minutes, 2 hours and 1 minute. And of course, 121 is the other number encoded all over the event. Or I should say the coronavirus pandemic. In recent days, SiriusXM made channel 121 the coronavirus channel. But again, we've been talking about this since January 21st, since the day of the first case being found in the U.S. in Seattle in Bill and Melinda Gates' backyard. Coronavirus outbreak 121, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation 121, Johns Hopkins University 121, World Health Organization 121. All three of these entities were at event 201. Tom Hanks of Sleepless in Seattle got coronavirus March 11th, the day it was declared a pandemic, a span of 121 days from his upcoming birthday, and a whole lot more. Now notice, what I'm doing right now with my face on the screen, which you'll never get from a Q person, I'm dropping real facts that anyone can verify. They're not hard riddles to figure out. They're all right in front of your face. It's not nonsensical. It's not stupid. It's all plain as day. A pure contrast from what Q does. Ties things that make no sense together, gives people bogus information, sends them on wild goose chases that makes no sense, and gets people to believe in government, which is the enemy. A complete joke is Q. So again, QAnon has the Gematria of 74 and 201, the numbers of event 201, and remember what 74 is. Masonic, holiday, Jewish, occult, Gematria, English. Remember this nation, Independence Day, 74. Also 277, and that matters because 277 is the 59th prime number. Freemasonry equals 59 in Hebrew and English. 59 is the 17th prime number. Modern Freemasonry began in the year 1717, and then the United States of America was established in 1776, 59 years later, getting the birthday of 7-4, like Independence Day 74 and 277, the 59th prime. And again, with regards to 59 being the 17th prime, Mason and Q are both 17. See how it works? QAnon is part of the Masonic agenda, diverting people from the truth, controlling information, controlling the flow of information, and Q's like a roadblock for people who are on the right path. Then they hit the Q, and they get sent totally sideways. Q is a complete joke. I feel bad for the people who are fooled by it because it is truly pathetic. The only thing I can say about Q people is at least they're looking for the truth, but really they should be a lot smarter than to fall for the pussy grabber Donald Trump and all the bullshit that this thing puts forth from people who are faceless and nameless. Okay, Q people, don't even try to debate. I will bury you in facts. Pull your head out of your ass, do the right thing, abandon Q, and, subscribe to something better, such as my content. Guarantee you it's 1,000,000 times better. A lot of Q people have woken up and said, thank God they found me. Let yourself be the next. All right, Truth Seeker. Till next time.